Hey there! So you're looking for a dog trainer in the Chardon area? Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect fit for you and your best friend.
One of the best parts about living in Chardon is just getting out there, right? Whether it's a quiet walk around the square, enjoying the scenery, or heading out for some fun at a place like Big Creek Park. And let's be honest, having a well-behaved dog with you just makes all of that so much better. It's not about having a perfectly obedient robot. It's about having a happy, confident companion you can really enjoy life with.
Okay, so let's get into it. First up, training methods that actually work. Because before you can even think about picking a trainer, you gotta know what good training really looks like.
All right, the big one you'll hear about is positive reinforcement. And really, it's pretty simple. It just means you reward the good stuff, the behaviors you want to see again. Think treats, praise, a favorite toy, whatever your dog loves. It works, it's humane, and honestly, it just makes your relationship with your dog that much stronger.
So here's a quick cheat sheet. On one side, you've got what you're looking for. Trainers who use rewards, who build your dog's confidence, and who make learning feel like a fun game. And on the other side, that's the stuff to avoid. Anything that uses fear, pain, or intimidation is a huge red flag. Seriously, that old school stuff can really backfire and even make behavior problems worse.
Okay, so now that you know what to look for in a training style, let's talk about choosing the right kind of program and, of course, the right person for the job.
You've basically got two main paths here: group classes or private sessions. Group classes, they're awesome for puppies who need to socialize or for practicing basic skills with other dogs around. Plus, they're usually easier on the wallet. But if you've got a really specific issue, like, say, your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings, a private session is probably your best bet. It's totally customized to you and your dog.
Now, this is a big one. Dog training isn't regulated in Ohio, which means pretty much anyone can call themselves a trainer. So how do you know who's legit? Certifications. These letters after a trainer's name, they actually mean something. KPA-CTP is from the Karen Pryor Academy, CPDTKA is a really solid general certification, and IAABC is for consultants who often handle tougher behavior cases. Basically, seeing these tells you the trainer has put in the work and is serious about their profession.
All right, let's talk about the nitty-gritty for Chardonnay, the rules, and of course, the costs. So, what should you expect to pay? Here's a ballpark for Geauga County. You can see a 6-week group class is going to be in the $150 to $280 range. A single private lesson, probably around $90 to $150. And then you've got the really intensive stuff like a board and train, which is obviously a much bigger investment. This just gives you a good starting point for your budget.
Okay, just a quick rundown of the local rules for being a dog owner in Chardon. Pretty straightforward stuff. 1. Your dog needs to be on a leash and it can't be longer than 8 feet when you're off your property. 2. A rabies vaccine is a must. That's state law. And 3. Make sure you get your dog licensed with Geauga County every year.
Look, training isn't just something you do for an hour a week in a class. The real magic happens when you practice out in the real world. So where are some good spots around Chardon to do that?
We've got some great places. Big Creek Park? Perfect for working on that loose leash walking, especially with all the new smells to distract them. The West Woods is another great one, with lots of different environments to work on focus. And if you need a safe, fenced-in spot to work on recall, head over to Froring Meadows Dog Park in Bainbridge. Pro tip, it's usually quieter on weekdays.
Okay, last part. You've got your list of potential trainers. Now it's time to interview them. Here are the questions you absolutely need to ask to make a confident choice. Yep, it's time to pick up the phone or send that email. You're in the driver's seat now.
Have these questions ready to go. First, what's your training philosophy? You're listening for positive reinforcement. Then, what certifications do you have? We just talked about why that's so important. Ask if they can make a custom plan just for your dog and how they'll show you the progress you're making. And a bonus question, ask if they're willing to work with your vet if there's a tricky behavior issue. That's a sign of a real pro.
Because at the end of the day, this is about more than just sit and stay, right? It's about building a fantastic relationship so you can enjoy all the great things about living here together. Think about it, a calm walk through the Maple Festival, not worrying about your dog pulling. Or a fun hike at Big Creek Park, knowing they'll come back when you call. That's what this is all about. Choosing a good trainer helps you get to those happy moments. Good luck with your search, and here's to many amazing adventures with your dog.